All right, y'all. Welcome back to another Love Island Season 6 recap. We're going to do episodes 20 and 21 all in one because I felt like episode 20 was a little slower, but I also think that a lot of what happened in episode 20 makes more sense when you talk about it with episode 21. So we're going to go ahead and combine them. I have a lot to discuss, so let's go ahead and get into it. Episode 20 picks up where episode 19 left off. It was a cliffhanger where Aaron was basically trying to decide if he was going to kiss Daniela or not. Episode 20 picks back up. They're still on the exact same couch. Aaron decides that he doesn't want to hurt Kaylor. He gives her about like 25 kisses on the cheek, and then cameras cut. They move on. Next is Leah and Ignacio. They have this like deep conversation. I think they kissed too, but honestly, I've stopped paying attention. There's something about Leah just really irritates me. I probably could go the entire rest of the season without her. She just irritates me so bad. I don't want to see anything else about her, to be quite honest. And I'm glad she's taken a back seat to these episodes compared to how forward-facing she was in the beginning episodes, because I, for one, I'm tired. Enough. Now, in episode 19, 6 bombshells were introduced in the villa and Casa Amor. One of the bombshells that was introduced into the villa, his name is Josiah, and he has his eyes on JaNa. I cannot put my finger on it, but there's something incredibly off about that man. And I can't tell what it is, but mark my words, there's something very weird about him. And I feel like it might come to light, or it might not. Hopefully he goes home before it comes to light at all. But something is just very off about him, and I can't tell what it is just yet. Now, of course, with the bombshells that came to Casa Amor is Kordell and Deja. Kordell is really about to break my girl Serena's heart, and it's crushing me from the inside out, child. But I will say, outside of the fact that Kordell is stepping out on Serena, I will say that it is incredibly strange how involved Kendall is in all this and how loud his commentary is about it. I think that that's so odd. Like, every time that Kordell and Deja kiss, every time that they're like talking or like in deep conversation, here comes Kendall unprovoked. Yes, I just love this for my boy. Like, low-key getting off at the fact that Kordell is talking to someone else. I don't know. It's very weird. Like, I don't know, being happy for your boy, but that he feels kind of involved. Some of his commentary is a little much to me. If you ask me, it's just a little much as far as, it goes a little further than just being happy for your friend, but it's more so like, dare I say, he can't wait for Kordell to spite Serena. I don't want to put any assumptions or any words in anyone's mouth, but that's what it feels like to me. Now, at the end of the night, people start coupling off. I don't really care to go through all the different couples, but what I will say is this. Aaron and Kordell both coupled up and slept in the same bed as someone else. Why did Serena and Kaylor sleep outside? Like, stand up. Y'all are outside with the bugs. And this is Australia. You have to remember, this is Australia. Fiji, Australia. Australia is known for bugs. They're known for critters. Huge bugs, huge critters. And y'all are sleeping outside. For what? For what? To respect these men who are embarrassing y'all. Oh my gosh. I cringe. Y'all are outside sleeping on the patio. Bugs probably crawling all up your ears, all up your nose. For what? Now, the next day they have a challenge, and while it is a super physical challenge, I really do not sense a connection between the couples in the villa. I hate to say it, but I think that outside of like maybe 2 or 3 of them, I don't think that the boy bombshells stand a chance, if I'm being honest. Like, these girls are all pretty down bad for the people that they're with. Also, I want to call out that like the way that production did this episode was so messy. They would go for both Serena and Kordell and Deja, as well as Daniela, Aaron, and Kaylor. They would literally do one scene, Serena talking about how she just cares for Kordell so much. The next scene, Kordell and Deja making out. The next scene, Serena's like, I'd have so much trust in him. I just care for him. Like, I hope he would never hurt me. Next scene, Deja and Kordell making out some more. Y'all did not have to be messy with the production like that. Like, come on now. Now, episode 20 wraps episode 21. The key highlights. Josiah and Jacoby are kind of like going back and forth over JaNa. Now, like I said, I think that there's something a little bit off about Josiah, so I'm not rooting for him. But I think that JaNa and Jacoby are really cute. I think that Jacoby is bringing the energy that JaNa has been wanting and like asking for this entire season. He's very intentional. He's very like, take what he wants. I want JaNa. I'm gonna go talk to her. Like, he does not care. And I think that that is something that JaNa appreciates. And I think hopefully Jacoby comes out on top because of it. In the morning for episode 21, there is a challenge, and I honestly don't even want to spend too much time on it because that was the most disgusting thing that I think I've ever seen in my life. Whose idea was that? I actually have a bone to pick with production there, because whose idea was it to pass food from mouth to mouth, bro? Like, and honestly, the hot dog part wasn't even that bad. Like, I think the hot dog part was okay because it's like, you know, it's not going from inside your mouth to inside someone else's mouth in the same way that like ketchup or pulled pork. I actually fast forwarded through that whole challenge. I have a weak stomach already. I could not sit there and watch people passing ketchup between their mouths, because me personally, no way. And I said this in my last video, this is my first season of Love Island. Is this like a common challenge? Is this something that they do every season? Like, did the people who signed up for this know that they were signing up for this? Because if so, I have a couple questions for the black people in the room, because we don't do that. Now for the most important scene in episode 21. The girls in the villa get sent a text that contains a video that has video evidence of Aaron acting out as well as Kordell acting out. Now, a couple of notes about this whole scene, because it was dramatic. I was locked into this scene. Number one, I kind of wish that the producers had them open the text in like the makeup room instead of in the lawn with all the guys watching, because I don't know, something about the guys just like sitting there and like hyper analyzing everyone and just like staring like, oh, what's going on? That probably would have stressed me out a little bit more, and it kind of makes the scene a little bit more embarrassing. Like, if I'm about to have a breakdown, don't make me have a breakdown in front of the people that I'm gonna need to like couple up with or something like that. Like, if, you know, Aaron goes off with someone else, Kaylor gonna want to couple up maybe with someone else in the house. So like, don't have me having a breakout in front of him. That just felt like a lot to me. And then they're saying they're making commentary like, oh, Kaylor is shaking, like all this type of stuff. That probably would have just like heightened my anxiety a little more, and I think that they could have like opened it away from the boys maybe. But Kaylor did get the text. She was holding the phone while all the girls watched, and baby girl was shaking. Like, she was stressed, and I actually started to feel bad for her, because like it was very clear to me in that moment that she was like having some level of an anxiety attack. Like, the way that like she could not like even control her body in that moment. Like, she was actually stressed. Like, obviously her feelings were hurt, but it felt like her body was having a response to what it is that she like anticipated seeing. I honestly kind of just felt like it was a little bit more than her being sad. Now, what I will say, I did get a little bit of a laugh, not like a haha laugh, but like a little key from the fact that when Kaylor sees Aaron's scene, she throws the phone and then she starts walking, and baby girl walks for like a full 60 seconds. And after like the first like 20-30 seconds, I was like, where is she going? And then I realized once the camera kind of like panned out, she just walked in a circle around the villa. And I know that like you can't really like, when you're like that upset or you're that mad, like it's kind of like hard to understand like what it is that you're actually doing, like if you feel like you like blacked out or something like that. But I thought that was really funny, because she didn't go nowhere. She literally just walked in a circle, and she was that mad that she just walked around the villa. Now, before Kaylor saw the video between Aaron and Daniela, of course, Serena saw the video between Kordell and Deja. And Serena, you know, the more the season goes on, the more that I'm actually starting to see more and more of myself in Serena. And sis really like couldn't even react. She was just shocked. Like, it's to the point where like I actually feel really bad for her, because I understand her perspective. I know where she's coming from, in the sense of like it taking a while for, you know, you to open up to someone, or it taking a while for you to be able to trust that someone's intentions are good. And so we finally gotten to the point where Serena trusts Kordell and trusts his intentions and all these different things, just for Kordell to be acting an ass in Casa Amor. My heart's breaking for the girl. I can tell that she's like actually like really upset and really sad about it. I don't know, I think it like hit me a little bit harder when I realized that like she wasn't even processing it in that moment, because it's like in one hand, she's like so used to it that she's just kind of like, all I can do is laugh and like make jokes about it. But then as soon as she sat down for that confessional and broke down, I don't know, I felt really bad for her. I've been there. So I don't know, I felt really, really bad for her because it sucks. It sucks. I am really looking forward to this recoupling. This is my first post Casa Amor recoupling, but my friend gave me a little bit of a rundown of how it works. I guess they like either show up alone or show up in a couple, and then regardless if they show up alone or in a couple, everyone lives in the house together for a while, no matter what. That sounds incredible, and I cannot wait. I will be back with another video for episode 22, but until then, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.